Hi, I'm Tim Kent, Mayor for the City of New Albany. I would like to explain or maybe go over the newest emergency order by our governor. And first of all, there's been a lot of confusion, and I know it's confusing because there's been so many orders. And there's been, this thing's been going on for several weeks, and there's been at least one emergency order from the state every week, and sometimes two different ones. So it's all kind of run together for everyone I know. I'd like to clarify a few things. First of all, our city board last night voted to follow the governor's lead in the latest order. And the only difference that we can tell you is that restaurants, beginning tomorrow, Thursday, restaurants can open at 50% capacity. They still must follow all social distancing rules. He did add that any tables or booths have to be 6 feet apart and no more than 6 in a party, and it's from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's one major change that he put in the latest order. The safer at home order is still in place until Monday, and that's where it gets confusing because that's where his last executive order runs out. But beginning Thursday, the restaurants can open with half capacity. The next major change was outdoor activities can increase to 20 or less. Again, you got to follow the social distancing guidelines and remain 6 feet apart, but outdoor activities have increased to 20 or less. Any kind of indoor social gatherings are still limited to 10, according to his order. So, but outdoor has increased to 20. Now, he did also, any state parks can open with all those guidelines in place, and he asked us to open city parks, which means the playgrounds and etc. The sportsplex is still closed, but we are, and the governor asked us to allow, if a team is together in place, to allow them to practice but not play. They're afraid of the crowds in the stands if we play games, and so he has thought it'd be okay. He and his health experts think it would be okay for teams to practice, but there's still no playing to avoid crowds. Our board voted last night to cancel the Little League season for this year, and the reason being is because this is already May the 6th, and he hasn't opened them yet. I mean, he's not going to allow them to play. We don't have teams drafted, and that's the first thing we'd have to do for our Little League program is to draft teams. We could do that probably and still follow social distancing guidelines, but our board just thought it would be best because we'll have to draft teams and then order shirts, which takes at the minimum of 2 weeks and sometimes 3 to get shirts in. So we would be looking at the 1st of June to even start our Little League season, and it would just have to be in a very abbreviated season. So the board voted to cancel the Little League season and refund all the money back to the parents or whoever paid their fee for Little League. So you will it'll be about a month by the time we get all those checks out. But in June, you should get your refund. If you hadn't by the middle of June, just call the park and let them know that you didn't get your refund. So we're very saddened that must be done, but again, we're trying to create the safest environment for our citizens, and if there's too many ifs involved, but if the governor lightened or lifted that emergency order, no games in June, then we still wouldn't get through till July or August, and probably the middle of July. So that's just too late to end up a Little League season. because if school starts like it normally does, the 1st of August, it will be starting. So, and people like to go on vacations before school and after Little League. So, with sad hearts, we have canceled Little League season, and we will return money. The spray park will not open this year. It's the same scenario because we just feel like it'll be too late in the summer. And there was a car show scheduled out there for May, so that's been canceled. So all activities at the Sportsplex are canceled. We can now practice. So if you would like to set up a practice, just contact our New Albany Park Commission at 534-1006. And anybody that's got a team, if you're from New Albany, if you have a team made up already, you can practice. But the Little League could not draft and could not get a season started, so we don't have any Little League teams. Because, starting tomorrow, the parks will be open, the city parks, which includes playgrounds and things like that. This will change daily or weekly anyway, and sometimes it changes daily. So, but as of now, starting Thursday, the major things this week are restaurants can open with 50% capacity, and outdoor activities can be increased to 20 or less. And please remember to wear your face mask is a must. We're not quite where Oxford is and not making it an ordinance. But it's the safest thing you can do for yourself or your neighbor. Rubber gloves, probably still a good idea. And if not, wash your hands regularly or use sanitizer regularly. And that's about all we got for the day. Tomorrow may be different, but today, as of today, this is the guidelines we will follow. Thank you for listening, and I'm sorry this is all happening to everybody in this nation, actually, but this is times we've never been through before in our lifetime, so we're kind of just trying to feed through the system and see what works and what doesn't. Thank you.